Okay, so book lovers and Kennedy book lovers, listen up here. A new book reveals deep, dark secrets about America's most revered former First Lady, Jacqueline Kennedy. Author J. Randy Taraborrelli spent nearly 25 years researching, conducting interviews for his latest work called Jackie, Public, Private, Secret. This book pulls the curtain back on family drama, her relationship with JFK, the Marilyn Monroe fiasco, everything in between that you could possibly imagine. Taraborrelli is a respected journalist and New York best-selling author who's written intimate biographies about Madonna, Michael Jackson, Elizabeth Taylor, Cher, just to name a few. The Kennedy historian joins us now to spill some of the tea from his Jackie O book. Good morning. Can I call you Randy, sir? Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for hopping on with us on Morning in America. I cannot wait to break this down with you. I've been an avid reader of Inside Scoop books when it comes to this family. Cannot wait to read a copy of yours. What would you say in writing it, your research was the biggest bombshell that you uncovered?
Well, what I tried to do with this book is, the Kennedys have loomed so large in Jackie's history. I wanted to write a book that focused on her relationship with her family, with the Auchinclosses and the Bouviers. And for instance, I think it's so surprising to me that most people don't know that Jackie had a half-sister named Janet and that Jackie had a half-brother named Jamie. They had the same mom, Janet Auchincloss. So this book is really about Jackie's relationship with that side of her family. For instance, her stepfather, Hugh Auchincloss, was so close to Jackie that he gave her away at both of her weddings. It's a really private side of Jackie that was kept from the public. The public was more interested in the Kennedys back then than they were in Jackie's side of the family. So I've sort of devoted this book to that side of her story.
Okay, yeah, it's sure to be fascinating, but I also know you write about her relationship with her husband. You wrote about a time that Jackie answered the phone. She was at home in Hyannisport, and it was Marilyn Monroe on the other end of that line, right, calling for JFK. And Jackie described her voice as having a sad, ethereal, little girl lost quality. I mean, talk about haunting. How did that specific phone call impact the Kennedys' relationship, do you think?
Well, Jackie was always very sympathetic of Marilyn Monroe's situation. She felt that JFK was probably toying with her. But it should be said that she was not really absolutely sure what was going on between Marilyn and JFK, just as she really wasn't sure of his relationships with the other women in his life. But there was something about Marilyn that haunted Jackie. And it's so interesting that in my research, I found that she ended up being treated by the same psychiatrist who treated Marilyn Monroe in the 60s. In the 1970s, Dr. Marianne Criss, who had institutionalized Marilyn Monroe, began treating Jackie. Jackie didn't know at first that she had been Marilyn's psychiatrist. And when she found out about it, she wasn't obviously very happy about that.
Sure.
Dr. Criss, according to my research, said, well, how is that relevant? And Jackie's response was, how is that not relevant? But to Jackie's credit, she continued seeing Dr. Criss because Dr. Criss was such a great therapist. And Jackie struggled greatly with PTSD for her entire life over what happened in Dallas. And Dr. Criss helped her in that regard.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.